Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today, we're going to show you an alternative to what we normally use to track the decentralized finance market every single day here on Daily DeFi, which is typically Defi Pulse. Now, this is a great project, in my opinion, that really focuses on kind of aggregating all these different metrics in the decentralized finance space and put it into one thing. And really, what they're not selling anything necessarily, but basically you can get an index into the decentralized finance space by investing in the Defi Pulse index. That's kind of the idea here with their platform, whereas something like Defi Llama, what we're going to be focusing on in today's episode, that's different from Defi Pulse, is they have a bit of a different dashboard overall, so a different user interface. And I do kind of like a little bit more of their detailed view of things on the decentralized finance ecosystem, and I'm really liking their user interface. So this is something that, from my understanding at least, is fairly new and is solving some of the problems that I do see with Defi Pulse. We do use this every single day and just to track the market. And I'm considering potentially moving over to Defi Llama. So let me know in the comments which one you like better, which one you like to kind of track the decentralized finance ecosystem. Since on Daily DeFi, I plan to do this series for a very, very long time. And I'm always trying to kind of iterate and improve the daily series. So I'm looking into something like Defi Llama and other kind of tools in the decentralized finance space to help kind of really put your finger on the pulse of what is exactly is going on here, see the trends early, see kind of what narratives are developing, what projects are playing in each individual narrative, in each kind of individual category in this space, what different chains are evolving, all these different things. So that's kind of my thesis around this. That's kind of why I'm bringing this to you. But again, let me know in the comments which one at the end of the video you think is better, Defi Llama versus Defi Pulse. So just for a brief overview of Defi Pulse, obviously every day we go over kind of these three key metrics, right? So we go over TVL, total value locked in decentralized finance, $61 billion currently. Maker dominance, and by the way, this video was recorded a few days earlier before then it is posted. So maker dominance this is just for example purposes. So maker dominance is at 14.67% and DeFi Pulse index is at 366.62. Now, obviously, Defi Llama will not be featuring the DeFi Pulse index because they are technically competitors. I like to see projects work together, so it would be cool if they kind of integrated together somehow. I think that's one of the most important things for the development of this space really is interoperability and working together kind of as a decentralized unit rather than just, kind of creating these different islands and then being kind of tribal with our islands. I think we should really incorporate the other chains and the other projects as much as possible to create for a better overall user experience. So Aave. So this is the dominance that they are showing, 11%. And what's interesting is I'm curious if any of you know, maybe if you've worked with DeFi Pulse, how they're exactly getting this data. Because I have been tracking the total value locked in decentralized finance, but it looks like they don't have the correct data for some of these. Because look Aave, you go exactly to Aave. We can go directly to their to the Aave website. So let's just go here, Aave, boom, boom. We'll go to Aave, we'll go to the open source, we'll open the application, and you can see, their total value locked in is not this number that a DeFi Pulse has. So it is not this $8.13 billion. And this is where I'm curious, what exactly the oracle is for DeFi Pulse and where they're getting this. Because you can see the current market size, the current value locked in is, around $10.5 billion. And DeFi Llama has a much, much better way of showing this than DeFi Pulse does. So I think it's quite interesting when you compare those two things. Maybe they're going off different metrics. Maybe they're going off different things. Let me know in the comments if you know. But as I said, I'm kind of taking a macro view on this and going, okay, I just want the best one out there. It doesn't matter. I'm not idealistic about this. I just want objectively what gives you the best data on the decentralized finance market, because that's, again, what we focus on in Daily DeFi. So for Defi Llama here, it's showing us that $105.5 billion locked in decentralized finance. It's down about 5% on the daily at time of recording this. Aave dominance is at 11%. And you can also see that's the other thing as we track is every day kind of these top three spots based on the total value locked in, at least that the DeFi Pulse has. Compound isn't looking like it's up there for a Defi Llama. So interesting stuff here. Compound it's saying 7.44 billion. So I'm not sure if Defi Llama, it may take into account other things in total value locked in that DeFi Pulse does not. Maybe DeFi Pulse only tracks, say, if it's like locked in for a certain amount of time. Not exactly sure what the difference is, but always open to ideas. So you can see the other part of this is basically how do they categorize things. I definitely like this. I've talked about in the past, with something like CoinMarketCap. So we can just go over here to CoinMarketCap and I'll show you exactly what I mean. is one of the things that I like looking at is if you go here to categories, let me see, sorry about this. Categories, I'm missing, here we go, categories. So you can see exactly what's going on here. And what I like to go to is things like centralized exchanges. Okay, seeing what's going on there. Looking at things like nodes, pools, these kind of different synthetic assets, whether like what individual aspect, what kind of niche are they going after in the blockchain space? Because, you know, when people say cryptocurrency, a lot of people think, well, it's going to be a currency. Well, no, that's not the case. The majority of the projects are not trying to be a currency. Only a small percentage are trying to be a currency. Then you have things like stable coins, obviously, which are kind of building on top of currencies. You have things like privacy coins, speed of transaction coins like Dash. So point is, DeFi Llama has some different aspects here. So they have the protocols, they have Aave, MakerDAO, PancakeSwap, Curve, Compound Wrap, Bitcoin, Uniswap, SushiSwap, InstaDApp, and Yearn Finance. And then you look at decentralized exchanges, Pancake, Uniswap, assets, Wrap BTC, Mirror. You see lending protocols. You see yield protocols like Wi-Fi, Yearn Finance. You see insurance protocols. They have Opium on here. They have Nexus Mutual on here. I'm excited for them to add more of the lower cap altcoins. So some projects with not a lot of total value locked in. It'd be interesting to see some of those things. You know, for example, I can't remember the exact name in the Polkadot ecosystem. I think it's like Polka Cover that's doing an insurance protocol for the Polkadot ecosystem. So that would be interesting to look into. You see options protocol. Another thing I would like to see on here is, oh man, I'm drawing a blank on the name. Not Mirror. Remind me if you know what I'm talking about. It is Antimatter. Antimatter is a project I'm thinking of that I've done a deep dive video into with options in the crypto ecosystem. So I'd love to see more altcoins like that on here. Hedgic obviously is great. Then they also have indexes, staking, and that's basically it. You know, they have a very, very basic overview of the TVL rankings, but it's just interesting as far as like, okay, they're obviously gauging off different metrics than DeFi Pulse is, right? Because these are based on Oracle. So their data feeds to these platforms are based on it's kind of aggregating all the data from all the different decentralized applications. Sorry about this, my dog here. It's aggregating all the different data from all the decentralized applications together, Sterling, and creating one kind of user interface where people can go to for great metrics. So that's basically it for this one. I do apologize for Sterling here. Before I leave for Georgia, kind of visiting there for real estate opportunities. I've been in the United States to see some family, came back for a funeral, and ended up staying for about 2 weeks. So excited to be back, kind of traveling, exploring kind of emerging market countries, which is what I really enjoy doing. But I've also enjoyed my time here in the United States and with this puppy dog who decides to do some barking. So anyways, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments which one you personally like better, DeFi Llama versus DeFi Pulse. Also hit the notification bell to stay up to date. So like, subscribe, button all, invest global. And until next time.